Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other. School, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
He's looking to throw it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarter. Down he goes.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Pulls it in. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Pumps it downfield. He's got it. Nothing but green ahead. Running inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering herd offense coming out. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to the ground with the running back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Marshall 7, Fresno State 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Marshall trying to move the sticks on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Plows through the defense. Just dismissing tackles. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Timeout, Fresno State.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Chapman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Freeman. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown! Thundering Herd!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in Game 2 so far.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Dumps it to the back. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to get to it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Going for the return. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Throws for the tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they come up with a... To make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
At the 15, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after him. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. He's looking to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. The offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went out.
He's loose. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not...
Running toward the tape. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Looking downfield, it's Hill. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Marshall! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, baby.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. First down for this offense. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got it on the outside. It's Turner. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll try to pop the draw. No, he got loose.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Got 5 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Moves. Running back goes in motion. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And the beatdown has ensued.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over UNLV. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Fresno State right back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Green. Trying to beat the D deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. On the return, it's Jones.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your Marshall Thundering Herd will take over.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Freeman. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down with the run.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Marshall 37, Fresno State 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off.
Here we go.
Off the RPO, complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Herd! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. It's a draw. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. first down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The inside handoff. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. It's a draw. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Now they'll run the draw. Got room at the 35. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Fresno State right back to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Rivers. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hill. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single running back. At the 35, he's loose. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes a connection. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, but they made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Now they'll try the right side. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.